Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Open Up Podcast. My name is Christian,
Andy.
Z.
Kenneth.
and if you guys not have seen the last episode, Kenneth is our oldest member, or
Oldest.
not oldest member, but our member that did not show up in the last episode or the first or second episode. But anyways, yeah, I'm sorry to address that we did not include this into our first, I guess, introduction video, our first episode. But thank you for all those who had given us their, I guess, input into our podcast. And thank you, because I did not think about this until maybe like a day or two ago. And thank you for putting it in. But the main reason that I'm gonna discuss this is because I guess it's the main reason why we should start this anyways. But you guys asked us why did we start a podcast and what is the podcast about. I'm gonna start off first as the host. The reason why I wanted to start a podcast was because in reality I wanted a stable income and or maybe a passive income, and I thought this would be it. And me, my cousins, my uncle, and all of us, we always have a fun time talking together. So might as well make it a podcast and make a passive income out of it. Because
It's funny when you brought it to us. It was like what, 3 weeks ago? You just texted me, hey,
yeah, it was like
what do you
3
think
weeks
about
ago.
podcasts? Like, sure, why not?
And
And
then
the next day,
Yeah.
I got the
receipt,
equipment.
Here's the receipt for my equipment. And it was like $2,000.
When they told me, I'm like, you guys are idiots. But here I am.
Idiots.
Here I am.
But anyways, what I wanted the podcast to be about was, well, we talk about everything and everything already. And to be honest, that's what I kind of want the model of the podcast to be about. I'm not sure if you guys will all agree with me, but what I want the podcast to be about is we talk about everything and anything, we put our straightforward answer out there and also honest opinion. And if you don't like it, well, you don't like it. But if you like it, enjoy the video.
And we also chosen, I would say the name Up and Up is because the whole concept of this podcast is to
Be as straightforward as possible.
be straightforward and to come up as a group and as people and as individuals. And we're human. You guys are human. Everyone's human. That's the whole point of this Up and Up, is for everyone to come up. Because we're just taking an adventure in this life and to figure out things that are like new to us. Like, this is all new to us, and we just appreciate everyone listening and with the support and everything. If you guys have, like I said, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to ask us.
Leave it in the comments.
Just let us know what your thoughts are, and soon we'll probably do a live podcast, and
Hopefully.
you guys can ask us questions, and you guys want us to do things, let us
We'll
know.
get real-time answers,
Yep. Do you guys have anything to add to that?
Not really.
It's okay. It's all right. It's not a problem.
You said it well.
But so besides the name and everything, I think the whole projection for us is just we want to learn new things about ourselves and each other, and obviously everyone else, and we just kind of like, we just want this podcast to be very casual. We don't want it to be like super uptight or super professional.
We don't want it to be a news report. We want it to be where we could be ourselves.
Of course, yeah. So, I mean, we just that's why we chose. I mean, Chris is the one who started it, so he asked us to join him, and there's obviously a specific reason why. So there's every individual brings something to the table. So
Everybody brings different components into a different type of project. So
so we definitely want to see where this goes. So I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for sure. But
anyways, for I guess for this, what do you guys see as the face of Up and Up podcast as of right now? Even though we just started, would you guys see your guys' self as like I know I asked you guys to be co-hosts, but would you guys see your guys' self like,
Doing the podcast by ourselves without you,
yeah,
since you are
yeah,
the one who brought it up to everybody.
yeah, that, or even like, you know, like if you guys had to like take charge or something, like would you guys be able to do that?
Of course, I'm the leader.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of it's not a big deal, honestly, because Nate's not here, so I mean, like we just
fill in the spots, right?
it's always interesting. Honestly, there's things that there's always things to talk about. So.
Yeah, it'd be nice for us, for all five of us to be here.
Yeah.
One time.
But the other guys.
If you guys want the truth and the most honest answer, Nathan's not here because he drank a little bit too much earlier today.
And he's lightweight, so.
And he's a lightweight, but anyways, he's not here today because
he's sleeping.
he overdrank a little bit and he's knocked out. But anyways, is there a reason why you guys would think we would choose Up and Up? Because I would say the main reason why I chose Up and Up, I know you brought it up earlier, it's just because you want us to. Your reason would be for us to see ourselves go up and up and actually rise and see where we bring ourselves to. But I would say the reason why I chose Up and Up was because, in all honesty, I was thinking of a name for this podcast, and I kind of wanted to just kind of be as straightforward and to be myself as possible. And I was thinking, why not think of a name, And I was thinking, I kind of want to be under the influence, but that name's kind of taken already.
Maybe drugs.
Drugs, relationships, alcohol, anything.
No, like I said, it's just about progression. That's it. It's very simple, But yeah, it's just about progression. But it's like I said, it's just obviously we're learning. We're gonna be learning throughout what we're doing. So, but that's just with you guys too.
That's just the way it has to be.
Yeah, definitely. I think we are definitely gonna come up with like a lot of more interesting things to talk about. But this is our intro, and these are the main guys running this right now. So, you guys are gonna see a lot more of us. We are gonna, like I said, we are missing Nathan. So yeah, I mean. Yeah, this is the faces you guys are gonna see. Plus
Hopefully
one.
More.
Yeah,
hopefully more.
Two
more guests.
Yeah, we're trying to get some. We're hopefully trying to get what did you say, Andy? You say you trying to get some porn stars on here as guests? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We're trying to get some female vibes into our podcast, so we can have a different type of perspective on stuff.
Yeah.
One to female that we have right now is sitting at the other side of the table. So.
That's it. Oh, that's definitely you.
Yeah.
That's a porn
Yeah,
star.
but that's about what we're getting about right now. So.
Yeah.
Okay, but but back to the question, I would say the main reason why I chose Up and Up was because I wanted something straightforward, and the only reason I could see me going straightforward and everybody else around me that's gonna join me in my journey was to go up and up. So we gotta go higher and higher and reach our goals, and whatever we gotta push through, we're just gonna go up and up. That's the reason why I chose Up and Up podcast, because that's the only way we're gonna move up in this world. In all honesty,
Is this what you want to do with your life?
I will say this. I know I got a certificate in what I want to do already, and I got kind of like a license in what I want to do. But in my opinion, I would enjoy something I would love doing, like
Talking.
doing this. Yeah, talking and enjoying the conversations with people. Than
Bonding and
just
It's also about working for yourself.
yeah, you gotta work for yourself. You gotta, if you gotta put in work for others, you gotta put in work for others. But I love the idea that I have the chance to create something I want to do, and this is the chance that I took to make something happen. So I might as well start now than do something later when I have no chance at all. So that's the reason why I started the Up and Up podcast. And for all those that actually subscribe and watch all these videos, thank you for subscribing, follow us, and please make sure to share and push the notification button so that we can have we could get into the algorithm.
Please support.
We need to pay our bills.
Please support our communist podcast.
This is what you see. What you're doing in the future for everybody here.
I would say within the the next few years, hopefully this podcast picks up enough to where we could have this as like a full-time job or maybe even like a really good side hustle. But as of right now,
I want to say I treat this as a hobby, you know, because it's something that like we make time to come here.
we
make time to do this, and it's like to me it's like obviously it comes. I don't treat it as a business or anything. It's more like it's a hobby because like I enjoy talking anyway, so it's not a job for me. So if the benefits come with it, it's cool. If it doesn't, I don't really care.
It's just like fishing.
So it's like you do what you gotta do.
In a way, when you say this is a hobby, we kind of are pushing to do this too because our schedules don't work, and we're making it work.
Yep.
That's why
we're putting in
some
the
of us
effort
are
to make this
missing.
even come up.
Yeah, and it's what? Look at the time.
It's like 2 o'clock in the
2
morning
a.m.
right now.
It's 2 a.m. right now.
It's 2 a.m. right now. If you guys
Yeah,
are
we
seeing
got
this
some-
video,
We got
a.m.
some DoorDash coming.
Yeah.
And DoorDash sponsor us.
I'd say this is more than a hobby.
we've been starving all day. Please support us.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I would say in the future, I would love this podcast to, gain some popularity. If you guys have not seen, in the last episode, I ordered something from Nectar Hard Seltzer. So please tag them in this episode and get us out there to reach them so we can get a sponsor possibly. And you've been drinking your
Nectar.
drink. I love it.
It's
But,
delicious.
It is delicious. No aftertaste, like you guys said. But anyways,
Did they pay
It's
you
like
guys
if
for
you
that?
ever ate
Yeah,
ass,
yes.
that's what it tastes like.
I'm
It's
just
good
saying
though.
it, right?
I'm just saying
Good
it because
ass.
I love the drink, I love the merchandise, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, I would say within the next few years, I would love this podcast to get to a point where we could actually support ourselves and maybe even reach out to so many other people and feature so many other celebrities and podcasts that I listen to out there, and even I guess what's that word, look up to. So yeah,
We're gonna get our own studio and everything. Huh?
I would love to get our own studio because
That'd be nice.
I'm filming this out of my house
Yeah.
currently, so it's pretty nice.
That's possible.
And then I guess since we took an intermission there, you'll see bloopers as well.
Hopefully.
Hopefully you can see bloopers. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit sluggish right now. It's almost 3 a.m. in the morning.
What you can do is cut a little bit of that behind the scenes thing and
Edit it in.
no, don't edit it in, but like make it its own separate video and just put on private, and then we can like do whatever we want with it.
I mean, it's up to you. You got access to the channel. But anyways, I'm sorry if I'm a little bit sluggish right now. It's almost 3 a.m. and I've been up since 4 a.m. the following day or the past day. But anyways, let's get into it. What are some good habits that led you guys to where you guys are today? Before we even continue on with the Up and Up podcast, I would love to understand what's going on with the Up and Up podcast with you guys. But what are some good habits that led you guys here, and want you guys to pursue the podcast when I asked you guys to?
What let it? No, what? I don't know. You led me here.
I think it's as simple as you asked us and we're like, okay,
Good
you know what I
habits.
mean?
Here's
I don't have any good.
here's
I'm
one
dog at life.
things I have to say. I told this to one of my friends. Paralysis over analysis. It's where we all
I
have
watched a video about that today.
yeah, we all have our own like ideas and goals that we want to do, but we overanalyze it to the point where we're like,
we can't make any action.
yeah, we can't make any action. So paralysis over analysis. And when Chris offered me, it's kind of like, dang, I have been wanting to do a podcast or like do something like that. And
There's no one taking the step forward to
yeah,
do
so
it.
so if Chris is gonna take the step to do it, then why
Might as
not
well
join?
join.
Yeah. So you screw paralysis over analysis, yeah.
What was your question?
What are some good habits that led you to where you are today to even join the podcast or even to where you are in life?
I don't know. I joined because you know you guys asked me, and I'm like, cool. You guys asked me, and then I was like, I think for me, I've always wanted to do. I'm always open to do things like this, anyways. You know, so it's just.
Would you say that's like something you always wanted to do, where you were like always try to, I guess, like explore new things?
I would say that I'm more on the side where I would explore new things. You know, I feel like the reason why I would feel kind of, I guess, not uncomfortable, but like I wouldn't want to do it is because the way I am is I'm very blunt and I'm very upfront. So I know that a lot of people don't like that. They like to hear they only like to hear the goods. They don't like, they like to hear the sugar coating, but I'm not like that, so I don't really care, you know, like so. But I know I'm gonna get like backlash for what I say and stuff, but I literally don't. I have a filter, but I don't have a filter either. You know what I mean?
I think
So it's
I'm like you.
Like I care, but I don't really care either. So it's like it's kind of like
I
you're.
don't care how you say it.
Yeah, I'm in between. So it's like
the controversial stuff.
yeah, it's like however I say things, it's gonna sound bad coming out, but it's just that. But I mean well for everyone and anything I say anyway, so I'm not like an asshole. But that's basically why I like, you know, I've always like what Andy said, you know, I've always wanted to do things like this too. So it's like it's different, you know, and it's like I think we could do very interesting things, you know. We could talk about very interesting things, and you know, if you guys stick with us, I think you guys will understand that. You guys will get to know us a little bit better, and I would say, like, you know, you guys would definitely have an adventure with us with what we're going through for sure, because you know it's not just about us, it's about you guys too, you know. So it's just
You guys are part of the journey.
yeah, you guys. It's just it's just, you know, we're just like you guys. That's pretty much it.
What about you, Ken? What are some good habits, or even like?
He said, yeah. He said, yeah. All right.
What do you think are some good habits that led you to this point in life where you will want to join a podcast with me? I know.
I don't have any really good habits. I just join you because I don't know, because I'm not really, because besides like family oriented stuff, I'm usually a shy person. So I think this podcast, pretty sure it'll help me like
Open yourself up.
Yeah, open
Come out of
myself
your
up,
shell.
yeah, come out. Yeah.
Out of the closet?
Okay,
just let us know, dude. Just let us know, man. It's alright.
Remember what I said in the beginning about the most female person that we have here?
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
I have another question.
Wait, act like you don't know.
Speaking of good habits, what are some good habits or good characteristics about yourself that you would like other people to see in yourself?
I feel like I'm a good listener, but I can't really, like, let's say, like, I can listen to people just rant and.
But you don't know how to express.
I don't know how to give out advice.
Yeah, express
better.
yourself.
Yeah. That's what I think
That's what you're lacking.
yeah.
But you're saying you're a good listener. You just can't give out, I guess, like their own.
No, he
What
just
it
can't.
says,
He just
put the
doesn't.
words
Yeah, he
together.
can't. He can't express himself like through words.
Yeah,
so
but
he doesn't
like,
know how to
let's say-
explain himself.
But I can understand you. Like, let's say you're going through something.
Yeah, he
You
gets
tell
it.
me. I could understand you, but I just don't know how to give that support.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, that's why I
It's,
said
it can,
I know.
Kenneth's like, oh, I'm so sad. I'm going through a breakup. Oh, sorry.
like I don't say.
What about you, Andy?
I can listen to you.
Yeah. What about you, Andy? What are some good characteristics
I
about
think,
you that nobody else knows?
going through this, I thought about it. I think I forgot who I told, but I said that it kind of makes me a little nervous because I do have a side of like a more perspicacious side of myself that my family doesn't know about. And
I don't know what it means.
I don't know what
it's
that means.
basically like, yeah, it's like,
Someone in the comments, please let me know what that means.
just search it up.
Did you
Wait,
say?
what is it?
Did you say
like,
personifications?
No, it's like a perspective, like knowing multiple perspectives. of
Yeah,
the
but then
situation.
did you say personifications?
No, perspicacious.
Somebody in the comments, let me know what that means, please. I have no idea what that means. My vocabulary is not that big. He's over here using big words I do not know.
No, it's fine.
So,
Yeah. So
so
you know
like,
what you were saying?
like there's a lot of things that goes on in the world, and I'm not gonna say it, but there is like a big controversial influencer who is.
I'll say.
You can't say his name.
Oh shoot. Nope. I will.
Nope.
We'll bleep
Yeah,
that out.
bleep that out.
For real, you can't say that.
Nope.
You can't say his name.
You can't say
You'll,
his name,
you
you're
will
gonna get
get
canceled.
shut down.
It's-
They'll delete you.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Holy shit.
yeah, that influencer is like.
You can't even say, big this up to you can't even say, Steve.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, cause he.
yeah. So
Fuck this
I
algorithm.
think like I know a lot of friends and family who don't necessarily agree with what he says, but
But it's pretty much the truth. Huh?
yeah,
Bro,
I'd
it's-
say it's pretty big.
I would say it's. I have my take on that, and that's for another time. But
yeah, like
Later on.
I know like
Okay.
a lot of my
Say
friends and
that.
family don't know that I am heavily like
Influenced.
not influenced, but
Not
like
influenced, but
supportive.
interested
Supportive and
interested in that.
interested.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then, what about you, Z? What are some good characteristics about you that you would like other people to see, but nobody realizes?
All of us
That
put
nobody
together
knows.
combined.
he said like nobody knows.
I mean, what are some good characteristics you see in yourself, but nobody else realizes that you would like
Oh.
them to see?
I would say that one of the biggest drawbacks with me is that I'm very blunt, like I said before, and that a lot of people they see past that. I mean, they don't see past that. They just see it for what it is, and that they don't understand that I just mean well for everyone. You know, I'm
You're
always
attacking them.
I'm always joking around, and it sounds like I'm attacking you, but I'm really not, you know? But I would say that that's just how I am, you know? So it's like if you don't really understand who I am and what I'm about, then it's just the way it is. I just, at the same time, I just, like I said, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like if you don't choose the time to understand, if you don't give the time to understand me, then it's like whatever to me. But yeah, like people that do know me, I would say they understand how I am, then yeah, we get along perfectly fine. Like I mean well for everyone, you know. But for my life right now, we're all looking for progression. We're all striving for more. So I just want that for everyone. There's no characteristics. It's just it's always just about learning and being better, a better you. You know, being a better person. That's it. At the end of the day.
That's good.
What about you?
What about me? I will say a good characteristic about me that I guess nobody really realizes or like even takes into account is I'm very I would say I'm very persistent with my work and what I want to accomplish in life. I know sometimes I do stray across my path where I do want to accomplish certain things and stuff like that, but eventually I do come back to it. And I mean, look at where I am now. I'm starting up a podcast with the people I want to do it with and actually take a part with. Thank you, Ken. Thank you.
And here's the thing. I think Chris chose the right people just because he made a text chat, and when he made that text chat, so if you have an Android phone, group chats will be saved. Like even if you delete them and someone texts you with the same people, that all those messages will come back. So when you texted us, I still have the message from us from like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
So like it's the same group, but you made a new group chat. But it's just
the same type of
the
the
same
same people.
group chat. Yeah, the same people.
But yeah, I will say that's pretty much a good trait in me that I would like people to see is that I'm very persistent with the things I do say, even though I do slack off a little bit and I do I guess stray off the path of what I actually want to accomplish. I will eventually come back to it, and that's what I'm talking about. Like now, I didn't want to start a passive income and eventually start something up from myself when I had nothing, and here I am now starting up a podcast with the people I do enjoy talking with and do connect with very well, and I appreciate that all of them actually came on this journey with me to start off the podcast for the Up and Up, and eventually hopefully we will add on more people. Like, I mean, if you guys have not heard, we got Andy's friend over here on the audio named Ramon, and thank God you're over here because you're over here, monitoring our audio and everything, and I appreciate you. You have anything to say to that, Ramon?
No.
No.
I mean, yeah, the Up and Up is just not an Oriental podcast. Ramon is Hispanic, so
It's interracial.
we support minorities.
Also, going back to what Chris is saying about him starting this up. So let's bring back to this question: are you the face?
Do you think you're the face of the podcast, or
are you the a main person in the podcast?
I would say I am not the main face of the Up and Up podcast.
It's
I would
okay,
say
no hard feelings.
no hard feelings, but
You think you are.
No, I think Chris made this with the intentions of not having a face of the podcast, more like just having a podcast with the people.
yeah,
Like,
with
but,
the
let's
people
say
he
this, let's say this,
enjoys
Chris.
with.
You brought us all together. Do you see yourself as like, oh, I'm the leader, I brought us all
I'm the
together?
host, I'm the leader, I gotta control everything.
Yeah.
No, I do not see myself as like that. I brought this together because I want us to start something. Because I know we all have the intention to better ourselves later on, and we all want to achieve something. So I brought us together, I guess, pretty much to start something that we've always, we've been doing for a long time already. We've just been,
not recording it.
yeah, we've been talking and, enjoying our conversations and everything like that. I mean, for now, we gotta monitor ourselves a little bit more, but it's understandable, But yeah, anyways, we've been understanding our conversations and enjoying our conversations, for a long time, and we come a long way, and I just wanted to, I guess, I did want to make an income with this. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of wanted to just let ourselves be out there and have people enjoy what we enjoy also, and have them, I guess, express their feelings about what they feel about what we think and talk about, and then we could also give our perspectives and even discussions about what they believe in or even want to talk about, or topics and stuff like that. So that's why whoever came up with this discussion to bring up about what we missed the first episode, about how we didn't discuss why we chose this podcast and stuff. I appreciate you guys for reminding me, because that totally slipped my mind. When I first started this, I was like, we got to get this done and that done and that done. So thank you for reminding me that we all had a start to come with this podcast, and thank you.
Okay. I have a question for all of us. With this podcast, if it goes, which direction do you guys want it to go? Do you,
The direction will be up and up.
like
Please like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
like, obviously Chris is doing this for passive income, and he brought us. So I know we all feel a certain way that Chris is the leader. No, you don't feel that? 'Cause-
I don't think I'm the leader.
I don't feel that.
I did this for a passive
I'm the
income.
leader. No.
yeah, but for us,
Power struggle.
other than Chris, what are you guys wanting with this podcast?
Can I step in real quick? I did this for a passive income.
You can do whatever you want. You're the
You know. Yeah, I said this already. I did this for a passive income, but in all honesty, I want to get to myself to where I don't have to just work constantly and not work at a point where I don't I don't enjoy being myself anymore. I want to work to where I could enjoy being myself and enjoy doing what I want to do. And I got a certificate in what I work right now. I enjoy the work that I do at the job I do now, but there's that point in my life where I do want to take a break sometimes, and I do want to just relax and do what I want to do sometimes. And this is the point where I'm gonna take a step in what I want to do and pursue it before it's before it's even later than what it is now.
I don't think it's never too late, man, or it's never too early or late. It's just, I mean, it's good. It's good that it's good that it's like it's always good to start something, at any point, but it's always better to start now. So, whether we fail or we succeed with this, we'll see where it goes, because it doesn't hurt to try. Let's just say that. And whatever you do in life, it doesn't hurt to try. So, yeah, I think it's a great thing, But back to what Andy said, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't look like.
Did you Okay, you were gonna answer, but do you see this as like an income for you?
Like, well, just back to what I said, it's more like a hobby for me. I don't see it as an income, but to be realistic, there's so many podcasts out there, and you know, it's like it takes time for sure to build stuff like this. You know,
Could I throw in some
Yeah, go for it.
statistics out there? There's only I think like about like if I remember correctly, if it's not 80,000, it's like 800,000 podcasts only. While there's like over a million like YouTube channels and
yeah, no, for sure. I
audio and all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I understand. I
Yeah.
get what you're saying.
So you know,
I'm
this
not
is-
saying it's impossible though.
this
It's
is something.
possible.
This is something that's just been starting to pick
Yeah.
up. So I will understand like you know why people would like to listen and all that stuff
Yeah.
because it's picking up and you know that's the reason why I chose into it too. But it's not just that because you know there are so many people that don't have the time to even watch videos on YouTube or take the time for themselves anymore.
Mhm.
You know,
No, yeah.
most
that-
people like to just listen to something.
No, that's no, you're right because
So-
for me, I like on the way to work, I have like a 40 to 50 minute drive to work every day, depending on how fast I drive. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
always
like me.
yeah, I'm always on podcasts. Like I listen to podcasts because obviously you can't look at a video, and even if you watch a YouTube video
You got
while you're
ads.
driving, you can't watch it anyways. You know, so it's like you're just listening. So it's the same thing, the same concept. You know, but yeah, definitely podcasts are coming up. But like I said, I see this for me personally. I see this as a hobby, and I definitely enjoy spending time with you guys. You know, so it's like you know I just treat this as a like a normal thing. You know, because we're just talking about into mics and
It's just
looking
another hobby that we
straight.
got into.
It's because like what you guys said, our schedule don't line up, so it's always nice to start a podcast and all the people. Like there's like some people here that I like to talk to. We're all here to just talk about each other, life, and what we want and what like to do later on in life.
And then, speaking of which, what do you guys want to do later on in life, huh?
I don't have anything planned, but right now I am getting.
Like, give or take within the next, like, 5 years, what would you want to do with life? Like, any plans, any
I
places
do.
you'd like to visit
I
or
do
anything
have a
like that?
plan. I want to start coding, and then because I heard about Google certificates and they have some coding programs in there, and yeah, but not just because I want to get a coding certificate from Google and what was it, UC Berkeley that has coding also. I also want to get a certificate from there, and from there see where I can go.
Honestly, you can make
Since
websites.
since I'm on the computer every day, might as well
Might as well put work into it, right?
yeah learn something.
Learn something new and
Yeah.
make something out of it.
I gotta say it's gonna be pretty hard because he's gonna be like, my HDMI is not working. Can you come check it out? And I'm gonna have to.
Oh me?
Yeah, that's me. Oh man, I can't find the Ethernet port.
He's talking about software. Not
I know,
your
I know, but
hardware.
like,
He's
you don't even
he's
understand
hardware
software. You gotta know how
illiterate,
wired
not
it is,
software
too.
illiterate. So
I mean I can do it. I just don't want to, so I just
it's easier
ask
if you have me do it.
Yeah, it's easier.
I mean, isn't that why you guys are siblings, right? You
Yeah.
guys gotta look out
Yeah.
for each other anyways.
well for
Funny thing,
no, go ahead, man.
okay, the funny thing is, I used to code mod menus for Call of Duty games back in the day when I was like in elementary school.
I
It's
remember
pretty
that.
fun.
Those
That was last year, dude.
those mod days were fun.
Yeah.
1987.
Yeah,
1999.
it's pretty
Oh.
fun.
I would say for me in the next like you said 5 years, so I would say I would like to own a rental home. I want to buy a home, not for me to live. That would be my first home that I buy, but I would like to buy it as a rental home.
Mhm.
And then I would like to also own a teppanyaki restaurant.
Sounds nice. I
And-
mean, considering you do teppanyaki already, that'd be really nice for you to own.
Yeah. So pretty much, I would like to own. That's basically what I would like to do is at least get a rental home or a home, you know, and then and also a restaurant going for now, and then and then go from there because I would say that's really. I feel like it's really tangible within 5 years for me to do both of those things because it's just
I mean,
Yeah.
5 years is a lot of time.
yeah, it's a lot of time, and it's like you know I'm on a good route right now. So it's like I'm concentrated, I'm focused, and I know what I want to do. So you guys are younger, obviously, so you guys aren't there yet. But I would say like in a couple days, I'm gonna be 30, dude. So yeah, it's gonna be a big one, but
The big 3-0.
yeah, but I don't see it as like, like it's the next stage. I just see it like, oh, it's just another,
It's just
another
another
birthday.
couple of years you gotta
know?
add into your life
Yeah.
to pursue it.
But then, like I said, I feel like I've spent my 20s learning about myself and who I am. So 30s is definitely gonna make me. It's I'm gonna change, my ways of thinking, because I told myself in my 30s, my 20s, I spent time for myself, and I felt bad because I didn't spend enough time with my wife, like quality time. But now that I'm in my 30s and I'm a father, I'm gonna spend more time, quality time with like being a good father and being a good husband. So
For the people that don't know,
Yeah.
How many kids do you have, considering you're a father, and how long have you been married to your wife,
enough.
which is our aunt?
Enough for petting.
Yeah, enough for petting zoo. Yeah, get tickets, pre-order now.
1999.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I have a few kids. I don't want to say exact number, but I have a couple kids. Let's just say the STEM list was pretty good. And then, yeah, I don't have a charter bus though, but yeah, I mean, I've been married for 12 years, and I have a couple kids, and it's great. Like, I just
You're learning.
yeah, it's always a learning process. So you guys will eventually get there. I mean, if you don't, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I would say that, yeah, that's basically my goal. From 5 years from now, that's definitely what I want to do. If the market crashes and everything and homes are cheap, I might even buy 2 homes. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's just,
Really
you save your
depends.
money and save your money for a rainy day, and that rainy day comes up, then you can invest, and then
Pick up the sunshine.
you do what you gotta do. But yeah, I mean, Andy's pretty quiet over there. But what about you, Andy?
In
What do
5
you got
years,
planned?
definitely, I plan on being a lot more wealthier. My goals in the next 5 years are, it's not mostly about me, but what I want to do. So I have 2 little brothers, a lot younger, like babies, and my parents are getting old. So I've thought about moving out, but at the same time, when I think about that, it's like, who's gonna be watching little babies? So our parents, what I want to do is in the next 5 years maybe try to retire my parents, so they can just stay at home and watch them. And for me, if I'm still living with them or if I'm out, that's fine as long as they're not working.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's actually a pretty good goal, man.
That's really, really
That's-
good.
all I'm trying to do. That's literally all I'm trying to do.
Considering
They consider it.
you guys are- you guys are siblings.
How can you think about yourself?
Yeah.
But nice. That's good, dude. That's a really good goal. What about you, Chris?
What about me? I would say within like the next 3 to 5 years, I would love to get this podcast going. Considering I just started now, I invested so much into it, and I would love for everybody to please subscribe and follow us, and subscribe and share. But anyways, I would love to pursue and what I actually want to do in life, which is just. I love the aircraft stuff that I'm doing right now. If you guys haven't heard from the first episode, I love doing what I would do right now, but I would love to pursue other goals that I have in mind. And within the next 35 years, I would see myself reaching that point with all the effort that I've been putting into it now, and hopefully reaching to the point where I could eventually, like what Andy said, hopefully retire my parents by then. If not, then at least get a place for myself, or even start a family of my own, like what Z was saying. Because I'm reaching that point where within my relationship and everything where it's getting to that point. Anyways, but that's that's pretty much the gist of it. Within 3 to 5 years, I would like to see myself grow and reach a certain point in my life where I could reach that certain type of milestone that I could look back on myself about and be like, you did really well. Within within those couple of years, you reach something that some people don't even achieve yet.
Yeah, but don't feel like I said, you guys are young, so don't feel like you guys oh, I haven't made it. It's not about that. It's about, hey,
Enjoy the time as you
I've
go.
done this, and you take that experience and you grow from it. That's basically, you just yeah, you just gotta do that. Like, that's with everything. You know, you guys just take this experience and you go, okay, that was fun, or that was pretty good, and then you grow from it. You know what I mean? That's the best. Honestly, that's like, I would say that's probably the best advice I ever gave you. Is that thing is like, you grow from the things that you do, good or bad. So you just go, you take it, and you're like, okay, and you know, you evaluate it, and then you go, what did I do wrong? What did I do right? And then you accept it, and then you go, okay, now you move on, and you change as a person. If it's good or bad, you know, you change for the better. Obviously, always for the better, right? But yeah, dude. I mean, I think you know, we all have pretty good goals. I mean, you know, what are your guys' goals? You know, like, I'm pretty sure you guys have goals. You know, as listeners, you guys have goals that you guys want. You know, that you guys have, that you guys need to get done too. You know, so you guys have things that you guys are passionate about also, or whether it's about finance, or you know, losing weight, or like, even like picking up a new hobby, or learning how to like to do public speaking, like maybe expressing your feelings. You know what I mean? Like, it could be anything. So you guys could, you know, you guys are just, you know, you guys could join in with us and tell us what you guys are working on, you know, on yourself, or what you guys see yourself doing in the next 5 years, you know, or 3 to 5 years. It's just anything, you know. Everybody has their own lives. You guys are in a certain time in your life where let's just say you're making a lot of money right now, the most money you ever made. What are you gonna do with it, you know? Or let's just say you're struggling right now. What are you gonna do with that? Like, you take every situation and you always want to turn it into the better. So, you know, that's basically the whole point of this podcast. You know, that's why we're called the Up and Up. You know, the whole point is to come up. You know, from where you're at. So
you gotta find a way to bring yourself up, and you know, go up even higher. That's the reason why I chose Up and Up. You know, you gotta be straightforward with yourself. You got to appreciate yourself in general, and you know, that's the reason why I chose Up and Up. You gotta go. That's it. You gotta go up and up. It's pretty simple.
The best. You're gonna have to bleep this out. The best advice I got from Z was.
Yeah, that's really good advice too.
We have to leave that out.
We're gonna have to leave that out.
That's the best advice I ever
You
got.
got a remote, press the little.
We could admit it in,
Well,
but
we
it's
can also
okay.
say like, nah, like dumb.
Yeah, but
Dumb's
it's not-
okay.
Yeah, but it's not as.
I know it's not as.
It doesn't stick in you.
Yeah, well, I say it because.
Not with ill intent.
Yeah, obviously, but then it's like, I say because it is dumb. You know what I mean? Because like, even the stuff that I do, and I'm like, damn, that's dumb. Yeah, that's like, you just need, sometimes you just need that person to be like, tell you like, yeah, that's dumb. You know what I mean? And it kind of makes you think, right? Backtrack, like,
Think back into
yeah, that was kind of dumb. You know?
Yeah.
And then you think about it, you're like, okay, you know, I might change what I did, or what I'm gonna do, or what I'm thinking.
Might change my perspective.
Yeah, it's always like, literally, it's good to express yourself. Like, I know they say that, like, for us men, it's bad or it's weak to express ourselves, but it's not really, like, you know, it's really not, you know, it's not bad to express yourself to someone who, obviously, people that are close to you that you feel like that's not gonna, like, put you down or share it to the whole world, you know what I mean? So you guys obviously this guy has to be a trustworthy person, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just, like I said, that's actually excellent advice. That you
Yeah.
Pretty much is. To be honest, I don't know how long this episode has been going for. But are there any goals that you guys would love to achieve with this podcast that I've started and you guys are helping me accomplish with?
Yeah, we want to get corn stars as guests. Nah, I just like, look at you guys all excited.
You think
That's not bad though.
you think you're playing, but
That's
hey,
really an option.
Nah, dude, my wife can't tell me.
do
Nah,
you think those would be people that are Like
No, that's not basically. That's not a part of what our podcast is about. It's yeah. Honestly, I would like to get people who are like not motivational speakers, but people who are more like people that have ideas, people who have things that they wanted to do, people who has like
what if those
positive
corn,
things to talk about, you know.
could I throw in something? What if those corn stars were like us, where they actually thought about all this stuff and
Dude, they're
they
human.
wanted some goals to achieve, and they took a step that no one else was willing to take and pursue in a different way that other people would like to do.
There's nothing wrong with what they. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna say that. There's nothing. Okay, there's nothing wrong with what they do because you do what you gotta do. That's all I'm gonna say. But the thing is this. Yeah, the thing is that in reality they're entrepreneurs and they do
They do what
whatever they
benefits
want to do
themselves.
at the end of the day. But obviously it's gonna be shunned upon because
That's
they
something
sell their body
ridiculous.
for money. But at the same time, it's kind of like they're entrepreneurs. They're people just like us, so they have feelings too, and there's repercussions to what you do. You know what I mean? So it's like there's nothing wrong with that.
Would you love any features in the future though?
I don't know. It's just
It just really depends on.
honestly,
what
I'm
people
just
enjoy.
joking. I was just joking about it, but then if it happens, that'd be pretty cool,
My
But-
girlfriend Tipsy, she's pretty.
I do
Who?
have
My
someone.
girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
And when she's tipsy, it's.
I do have someone who.
She goes all out.
I do
Like,
have someone.
you get
who
no
can-
filter.
Oh, I was like, wait, I was like, what? I was like,
Oh,
what?
podcast.
Oh, okay.
I'm abstinent.
Yeah, so I do have someone who we can have. They're pretty interesting. Back when I used to do sales.
Oh.
I don't know if you met Michael. What,
I'm
the
Michael, yeah.
oldest guy. in
Yeah,
the
the
room?
oldest guy,
Yeah,
the one that you said, bank,
yeah, the motivational speaker of the team.
Yeah, in my opinion, he does have really good, I guess, like motivational stuff. But when I was speaking to him at that point in my life, I was not really feeling it. But based on your perspective,
I mean, you
it could have
were-
been different.
Yeah, I mean, you only were there for what, 2 days? 1 day,
2 days,
Yeah.
2 days.
2
Well-
days. But I met him good enough.
Yeah. Well, regardless, it's just that basically, I would like to get some guests like that, like we want guests that can give out ideas and like bounce back and be like telling like someone that
Give us your
we could learn
perspective,
from
you
too,
know? What are some stuff that? What are some things that we could actually learn off of, or change our perspectives, or even agree with you or disagree with you? If you have any comments down below, please let us know. Like, who would you like us to feature? Even if you guys would like to get featured, please let us know.
Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully in the
we ain't
future.
got that kind of connects, but if you
Let us-
do,
We'll
let
get
us
there.
know.
We'll get there.
We'll get there eventually.
yeah, but
But I'm not sure you guys answered that correctly. But where do you see the podcast in the future?
up and up.
Besides that,
That's the only way.
I think when we were kind of like when we were kids, like really young, we kind of fantasized about how all of us, because we grew up together, we were pretty close. How we were always like, oh, we're gonna get a house together. We're all gonna play games and have our own rooms and our setups, like a content house, right? And with the podcast, I think that's kind of what my goal is, to have all of us in our own studio and just enjoying ourselves.
But not living together though.
Yeah, not living together,
Okay.
but in a
I
way,
cannot
like
do that.
having our own studio, that kind of,
I-
that's like this way of us living together.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's definitely a good thought.
what about you, Kenneth? Where do you see the podcast within the next few years? Or like, what are some goals you would like to see with the podcast?
To reach 1 mil.
Make money.
To reach 1 mil. To get a plaque right here or over there.
No, that's
Oh, that's
YouTube,
good.
bro. That's not podcast.
It
Do
doesn't
the
matter.
podcast do plaques?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
I don't think podcast suplex, but I
Like,
think
like Apple Play. I mean Apple Podcast.
Yo, if you play YouTube, yeah, it
Oh
does.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you
right.
do.
I see.
I think
it was good.
I know
where was the different
uh,
plans we have for it?
sometimes like we reaction channels don't get plaques?
Yeah,
Because they just go.
reaction.
Yeah, because they react to other people's.
It's not really their
Oh
content.
yeah,
yeah.
it's not really their content now.
No, that's true.
I mean, maybe one day, if this does go well, we all have our own channels, like our own personal channels, where like
No, it's
You
too
know.
complicated.
maybe.
I like this.
Yeah, this is nice. We
This
can
is
do
nice.
both.
That's the answer to.
Like,
That's ugly.
think about it. You're also you're doing a podcast where you sit down and you're talking. You enjoy it, but then on the side you do have people who might want to watch you. Like,
Of course, you can always
Yeah.
branch off.
Yeah.
And what about you? Z? What are some goals that you would like to see with the podcast in the future? Or like, where do you see it in the future?
I would like to see. I had that thought earlier.
Yeah, I had it. I don't know it.
I would like to see the podcast.
Your
Obviously,
view was 1 million.
No, that was it. That was it. That was it.
I obviously want to see the podcast grow. Yeah, I obviously want to see the podcast grow for sure. And you know, if eventually, I honestly want to have. I just want to have. I want to see chaos with this podcast. Meaning, like, I want to see a lot of.
I don't think that can happen with us.
I know, no, not with us. But I'm saying, like, I want to see, I want to see this podcast. I want this podcast to be where it's like we have viewers and we could communicate with viewers and have a community, and you know, like, just, you know, grow as a community, like, you know what I mean, like our own
Yeah,
little
yeah, like
sub community, and,
like-
and you know, and
oh, please, we need your help reaching out to this person. Go tweet to him, right?
yeah, I mean, we could do
yeah.
anything, like charity events, whatever. Like, I feel like that's like the goal for me, is to obviously, you know, I ain't trying to be an influencer. That's not. I don't really. I ain't trying to do that.
Can I step in very quickly? Speaking of which, Kenneth, what did you do the other day with our podcast? You started a Discord.
Yesterday?
You started a Discord
I
yesterday?
did start this. We only have us 5 just in case we.
It's okay. Put the Discord out there so people could join and put in their info.
Yeah, but I have to make a new one because I was just only for friends. But this one.
But that's fine. We could always.
It's
create
okay. We
one.
could always branch out.
And you guys
Yeah.
could join, and you guys
I'll
could
be.
talk.
I'll be
I guess we'll eventually put it out there, but
Set up.
Kenneth is on the I guess pursuit of something new that I never thought about.
Yeah, you could have a Discord community. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Because I have a
Pretty
Discord.
toxic, but we
Yeah, I
don't.
have a Discord. It has like over almost 200 members in there. And me and like my other cousin, we made it. Like we made that Discord, and there's like now it's like 200 people. That's some of them we don't know who they are. But they're just in there, and sometimes they just join. We just talk. So it's pretty.
That's cool.
It's
That's
pretty
pretty
cool.
cool. That's cool.
That's what I want the podcast to be. Is like
Yeah, that's
to
what I'm saying.
see,
Yeah.
like other people's like personality. and-
That's exactly
Yeah,
what I was talking
that's
about.
what
It's like,
it is.
it's
It's
building a
one-
community.
Yeah.
Same exact thing.
Just
One big community.
learn about new people, talk to new people,
Yeah.
get out of the comfort zone.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. Is like, that's what I was saying. Like, we could build a community, and it's all. That's my goals. Is just to build a community where we can help each other. You know what I mean? So it's just we could help. We could help each other. We could learn from each other, and
Help other people.
Huh?
Help others too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just that's my goal. Like, my goal is not even about money or not, which is fine. You know, if that's your guys' goal, it's fine. But this is my personal goal. It's like the whole point of me doing this podcast is to just have a community where we could bounce off of each other, you know, and we obviously, like, being toxic is always welcome too, but at the same time, it's like we want you to be we want you to be honest if you're toxic, not just a troll, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna get trolls no matter what, but then I would say, like, being toxic and honest, there's nothing wrong with that, because in reality you're not really toxic, you're just being honest at that point, right?
You're just telling the truth.
Yeah, so it's not really being toxic, but yeah, I would like to get all
It's
points,
fine. You're
all points of view.
Yeah, you're going straight up. You're going up and up.
Yeah. So yeah, like, all points of view is welcome in this. So yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Um,
I think it's been going on pretty long
yeah,
now.
I think we covered a lot of things right now. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that's pretty much it. But
If you miss anything, just let us know.
Alright, go Andy.
What was that?
Go.
Go.
The outro.
Yeah, we can do
Oh, yeah, so that concludes this video. If you guys haven't checked out the last podcast, go check it out. It'll be wherever this guy puts it. Here, there.
I'll try.
as of right now, I'm the only editor. We're trying to get another editor.
I'm
So
trying. I'm trying.
Um,
I'm trying.
Kenneth has just recently jumped in you know, recently too. He's been with us for a while, but he's gonna try to jump in with the editing. So, you know, feel free to help us out if you guys know any editing skills and give us any information that you guys have. And you know,
Also like some mentors.
yeah, some mentors would be really nice
Yeah,
as well.
for editing and
Any
more podcasting.
yeah, technical
Some
advice.
valid mentors.
technology,
Yeah.
technical stuff.
Yeah, for free. To help us for free.
Donation, knowledge
Donation also.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't know where
Donations would be
you guys can
nice.
donate, but
Yeah.
I don't know if we have any donations things yet, but you know, we'll see. But anyways, thank you for, you know, tuning in with this episode of the Up and Up podcast. And
like,
you know,
subscribe.
subscribe, follow, and share our content. And be sure to leave any topics you would like to for us to discuss about in the future, and see if we got any improvements that you guys would like to see us, you know, in the future as well. But anyways, thank you for tuning in, and see you guys next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Up and up.